8 minutes after 8 o'clock. Ever changing clock on the wall, it just changed to 9 minutes after 8 o'clock. You're listening to Caribbean Vibes Radio. Welcome, 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 welcome. It's another Thursday. And if it's Thursday, you know how it is. It is time, it is time, it is time. It is time for the Smooth Groove. Smooth Groove. With the one and only Chris Whilby, the Vibes Master. They call me the Smooth Operator. Gonna be hanging around with you until 10 o'clock this evening. At 8:45, that's 15 minutes going up to 9 o'clock, we're gonna have our regular feature. Issues affecting relationships. This evening it's gonna be interesting. I have an interesting topic this evening. I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about that. But it's a beautiful evening here. We're broadcasting live from the studios of Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. Located right here on beautiful Cape Cod in Massachusetts in the United States. Yeah, Cape Cod is a beautiful place. You should take a visit here sometimes. But yes, we're gonna be here until 10 o'clock tonight. Here's hoping that you can stick around with us. Our website is Caribbean Vibes Radio, Caribbean with a K, of course. Caribbean Vibes, V-I-B-E-Z. Caribbean Vibes Radio. It's www.caribbeanvibesradio.com. We're broadcasting live on Facebook, on YouTube rather. So if you wanna, those of you listening in on CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, if you want to hop on over to YouTube, that would be great. But our home is CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. So guess what? There's no problem with you hanging around and sticking around over there, right? At 9 o'clock, I'm gonna give you the news. It's a repeat of Monday's show. Lady D and myself, we're gonna repeat that news broadcast that we brought to you on Monday afternoon. I'm keeping you in the know, so yes, I was hoping that you will stick around for that at 9 o'clock, right? And throughout the show, of course, I'm going to be giving you bits and pieces of information. We know that the George Floyd case has started. The trial, let me not say the George Floyd case, because it is actually the trial of Derek Chauvin. George Floyd is not on trial, ladies and gentlemen. It is Derek Chauvin who is on a trial. So it's the Derek Chauvin trial. So yes, I've been trying not to watch too much of that show because I call it a show. It's painful. It's a lot of people are reliving what is going on there, but it's painful. It's very painful to watch. I'm going to be talking about that also later on in the show. But it's time right now to sit back, relax, and just try your best to just enjoy the ride and let the music take you away. It is 13 minutes after 8 o'clock. The program, once again, ladies and gentlemen, is a Smooth Groove. My name is Chris Whilby. And this is how we start the show off this evening. Larry Graham, One in a Million. Good evening to you. Welcome. Don't forget to share the link.
Love had played his games on me so long, I started to believe I'd never find anyone Doubt it tried to convince me to give in. Said you can't win.
On Caribbean Vibes Radio, he's not just the vibes master, he's the smooth operator.
Came shining through. The rain has stopped and the skies were blue. And oh, what a revelation to see. Someone was saying I love you to me. A one in a million chance of a lifetime. And life showed compassion and sent to me a stroke of love, all to you. A one in a million you. I was a lonely man with empty arms to fill. Then I found a piece of happiness to call my own. And life is worth the living again. For to love you to me is to live. Oh, one in a million chance of a lifetime. And life showed compassion and sent to me a stroke of love, all to you. A one in a million you.
One in a million.
Oh,
Mr. Larry Graham. This is how we start the show off on a Thursday evening. Good evening to you, Sister Pat. How are you doing this evening, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you.
time and life showed compassion and sent to me a stroke of love, all to you. One in a million.
On Caribbean Vibes Radio, he's not just the vibes master, he's the smooth operator.
Silver moon shining on my bed beside my pillow. Light the pathway to bring that man to me. Oh, something tells me my words go straight to his heart. And ooh, something tells me you will be all mine. Baby, come to me.
9 o'clock, we have issues affecting relationship. Issues affecting relationship comes your way at 9 o'clock. What am I talking about tonight? What am I talking about? What is Chris talking about tonight?
Come on, baby.
What is Chris talking about tonight? 8:45 in issues affecting relationship.
Fire's going up the sky, and something's telling me you'll be mine. Baby, come to me, 'cause I love you, thinking of you. Oh, yeah, baby, come to me. Gotta have you. Get me going. Though you don't call anymore, I sit and wait in vain.
Chris Whilby.
Like it's a rap on your door. Though you don't call anymore, I sit and wait in vain. Like it's a rap on your door, tap on your window pane. I wanna tell you, baby, change is like going through. Missing you, listen you. Till you come back to me, that's what I'm gonna do. Why did you have to
So we're talking about sex on the first date.
say?
Sex on the first date. That's what we're talking about this evening.
Swallow my
Do you
breath,
think it's a good idea to have sex on the first date?
baby.
Do you believe it's a good idea? Well, I'm going to tell you why it is.
By myself.
A lot of people believe that you shouldn't be having sex on the first date. Well, guess what?
For you, baby. Till you
There are many, many reasons why you actually should. So that's coming up at 8:45, 15 minutes to 9 o'clock. Issues affecting relationship. We're going to be talking about why you should be having sex on the first date. I tell you. Always fun, fun, fun right there on Caribbean Vibes Radio. It's CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. Tell your friends that Chris Wilby's on the radio with a Smooth Grove.
Somehow I must explain. I'm on a rap on your door. Tap your window pane. Tap on your window pane. I'm gonna get by your steps until I get through to you. I've got to change your view, baby. You come back to me. That's what I
Remember at 8:45, issues affecting relationship. The question tonight. The question tonight is: do you think you should be having sex on the first date?
It's so easy. You want to carry on.
I know most people are gonna say, no, you shouldn't. Well, guess what? I'm gonna tell you why you should. I'm gonna give you reasons why you should. I say good evening to you. Welcome if you are just joining us. Welcome to the show. It's Caribbean Vibes Radio. www.caribbeanvibesradio.com. Caribbean with a K, of course. VIBEZ.
Started so easy. You want to carry on. Lost in love and I don't know much. Was I thinking aloud? Fell out of touch, but I'm back on my feet. Eager to be what you wanted.
I say good evening to my good friend Lady D, Denise Gomez. How are you doing, Lady D? Blessed love. Good show you out there. Good show, great show this evening.
I'll always love you for the rest of my days. You have won my heart and my soul with your sweet, sexy ways. You gave me hope when I needed someone near. You bring me happiness every day of every year. And I'll always love you for all that you are.
Yo, Vibe
Vibes Radio.
Not do
He's
it.
not just
The
the
music
vibes
not for so
master.
sweet.
He's the
Play it one more
smooth
time.
operator.
I'll always love you for the rest of my days. You have won my heart and my soul with your sweet, sexy ways.
Gomez. My good friend and compadre. How are you doing, my friend? I hear you throwing word on me this evening, but I'm in a business where you are saying, me I do what me I do. I'm in a business with you. You can say the select your select them how you are select them. Me I select them how me can select them. Them dep on my screen and me just play them. So you can stay there talk about talk about how the music have to flow from one to the other. The music have to flow from one to the other, and you have to have the same rhythm and the same beat. And
You can count on me forever,
I hear you.
and I will take
I hear you. I heard you, Lady D. I heard you. I heard you.
Oh, I'm so happy that you're mine.
Anyway, coming up at 8:45. I know that this be your. I know that this be your show. Your trade one part. All time people used to say when you throw a stone in Hagpin and the one we ball out and him get the hit. Well, me ball out. And me I throw it after. And I me get it. And they say your hand straight. So you hit the one who you wanted to hit. But it's alright. That's alright. Hey Pat, you didn't hear Lady D throwing words on me this evening. You never hear her. I said, but I could have what is. But I could have what is. What me do Lady D now? All of a sudden, she up on her show. She come on her show and criticize me. I say, Lord have mercy, is what me do now. Is what me do her. I am not throwing any words at her, Lady D. Is she? You never see when she? You see it, I know. Patricia, I mean, you see how it go now? It's not me throwing words. It's she. You never hear when she throwing words on me, but you. But you're coming to defend her now. It's okay. Yeah, that's alright. That's alright.
That's nothing new. I've watched
Hey, listen.
Many times before now, baby.
I see that look
Coming up at 8:45. Issues affecting relationship.
what it's telling me, and you know
Issues affecting relationship.
that I'm not shy.
Tonight's topic is kind of an interesting one because
My telepathy now, baby.
you know that a lot of people are old school. You know, you're old school, and if you are old school,
I'm gonna
you
love
believe in a certain way of. Well, guess what? It's 2021 now. Yeah. Everything kinda different. You know. Everything kinda different. It's 2021. So the question that I'm asking this evening is, should anyone? And remember, at 9 o'clock we're gonna have the repeat broadcast of the Monday evening show, the news headline on Monday evening on Inside the Zone, keeping you in the know with Chris Whilby and myself, with Lady D and myself, Chris Whilby. Yeah, I guess getting it all mixed up here. Chris Whilby and myself. so at 9 o'clock, we're gonna bring that back to you. We're gonna replay that for you, alright? So stick around for that.
lock you down.
Chris Whilby and myself. Also me, myself, and I.
Well, we'll go all the way to heaven. Girl, I've been missing you. And you know, it's funny. Every time I get to feeling this way, I wish I had you near me. I want to reach out and touch you. I can't stop thinking of the things we do. The way you call me, baby, when I'm holding you. I shake and I shiver when I
we all heard, we all heard about Kenny's Jackson, young lady that was killed in Jamaica, and they found her killer, and I can tell you, a lot of people are saying that they didn't see it coming because the guy is, they all live in the same area, you know. I think this is a wake up call for a lot of Jamaicans, you know, because one of the things that most people tend to believe is that a lot of times when these people, these women, go missing and ended up dead, a lot of people are of the opinion that it's some stranger from some far place. You know, they have an image in their heads. You know, it's like they want to believe that it's some guy from over so, you know, with tattoo across his forehead and disgusting looking and all of that. What they fail to understand is that a lot of times is your next door neighbor. A lot of times when these people get killed, they get raped and killed, it's people who they know. And one of the reasons why they end up killing them is because they do not want the evidence. Well, the person know them, so obviously they're gonna go to jail. So that is one of the reasons why a lot of these people end up being dead. But for some reason, we all want to believe that, hey, is not renewable into quiet for that. So note that when these things happen, we don't want to believe that it's somebody we know. We don't want to believe that it's our next door neighbor. So we don't even speculate that it is our next door neighbor. For some reason, we want to believe it's some stranger from some far place. But I want to tell you, 90% of the times, it is somebody in the area, somebody who you know. You know? It's somebody who you know. And this young woman trusted this man. This man could have been her father. But for some reason, he was obsessed with her. And he wanted a sexual relationship with her, according to the reports. She did not want that from him. But you see, Jamaica, I'm talking about Jamaica right now, so I don't want people to tell me about it happens, because a lot of times when we talk about things that happen in Jamaica and or things that happen, you know, people will start to point fingers and start telling you that, oh, it will happen anywhere. No, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Jamaica. And I'm saying that Jamaica has a rape culture. Unfortunately, I have to say it. I'm going to come back to this point later on in the show, because the time is coming up now to 8:45 when I'm going to give you issues affecting relationship. But Jamaica has a rape culture, you know. And a lot of us want to sweep it under the rug because most Jamaican men don't know how to say it, don't know how to take rejection. They don't know how to take no for an answer. They believe that they are entitled to women's bodies. And if a woman say no, they can't just believe that it is no. Because for some strange reason, some of them believe that they are God's gift to women. So who are you? Who you think you is? For come turn me down. So some of them will go as far as to tell you by the hook or by the crook. They must get you. I've heard that saying. I've heard the saying in Jamaica. Jamaican men. And there are many different reasons why these things happen in Jamaica. But I'm going to get back to that in just a minute. It is now 8:45, 15 minutes to 9 o'clock, and it's now time for issues affecting relationship.
The sun is shining, there's plenty of light. A new day is dawning, sunny and bright. But after I've been crying all night, the sun is cold and the new day seems low. Since I lost my baby, oh, since I lost my baby.
All right. So it is now time for issues affecting relationship right here on Caribbean Vibes Radio, CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. Remember, we are live on the website. It is www.caribbeanvibesradio.com. www.caribbeanvibesradio.com. That is our home. So we are always live 24/7 on Caribbean Vibes Radio. There's also a chat room there. So for those of you on YouTube, just to inform you that there's a chat room on the website, and sometimes people are over there chatting away. I'm going to be checking in momentarily on that. All right, but right now we have issues affecting relationship, and for this evening, I am the question that I'm asking is: be should anybody be having sex on the first date? And a lot of people will say, "What? What are you talking about, Chris?" No, and especially women. Women tend to want to believe that it's it makes them look cheap. It makes them look cheap if they have sex on the first date. But I would like to inform you, ladies who are listening in, and I know that a lot of the ladies who listen to this show are more of the old school type ladies. No disrespect to you and your at your age, because some of you will still want to believe that you're 16, but you know what I'm talking about. But a lot of the ladies who are listening may say, "What Chris talking about? Sex on the first date? Absolutely not. No, 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 no." But the question I wanted to ask is whether you have sex on the first, second, or third date, or you wait a year into the relationship. No man is gonna be waiting on any woman a year anymore. Then things those are things of the past. No man is going to want to wait indefinitely for sex. It's not like back in the day when Anyway, so tonight I'm gonna give you 7 reasons why having sex on the first date is actually not just a good idea. It is an amazing idea. Can you believe that? Sex on the first date, not only a good idea, but an amazing idea. Not everyone has their own ideas. And let me just give a little disclosure here before I go any further. This segment of the program has not been validated. It's not been proven. We are not agreeing. We're not endorsing anything. This segment of the program, it's for informational purposes only. So let me put that out there. We're not, we here at Caribbean Vibes Radio and everyone associated with the station, we are not endorsing these issues. We are not promoting them. We are just putting them out there for your educational purposes, and you can do whatever you want with the information. So let me just make that clear. All right. Now, everyone has their own ideas about how a first date should end. There are people who think that you should wait to sleep with someone new until it's been longer than a few hours that you have known them. But really, having sex on the first date is an amazing idea. And here's why this writer is going to go into why they believe it is a beautiful and amazing idea. What are you dating for anyway, if not to find a new person to sleep with? That's a question. What are you dating for, if not to find a new person to sleep with? Sure, you might want a partner and all of that relationship stuff, but sex is a pretty big deal. And do you really want to date someone you don't vibe with sexually? Let us answer that for you. Well, the answer is no, you don't. A lot of this whole quote unquote wait until the third date stuff is pretty old fashioned. And I know that we have some old fashioned people listening in, so that's all right. If that's your standard, that's okay. That's what cranky old people, well, like myself, used to tell women so that people didn't think they were quote unquote easy. But this is 2021. And if sex is coming easily for you or to you, you should be proud of that fact, because a whole lot of people out there want it and not getting it. So if you're getting it early, you should be happy. The truth is this: sleeping with someone on the first date is not a bad thing. That said, there's no pressure to have sex with someone on the first date. But if you're feeling it, no one should judge you for getting yours after some drinks. Why deny yourself the pleasure? Huh? If a date ends with sex, you should consider yourself lucky. Now, here's why you should jump into bed or anywhere else. Maybe in the car or, you know, somewhere anywhere is comfortable, you find comfortable or not so comfortable with your new date. One, you need to know what you are working with. You need let me say that again. You need to know what you are working with. Right? When you meet someone new, you have to make a lot of judgment calls. Are they interesting? Do they make you laugh? So why not get right to the point and see if you have a sexual chemistry? Yes, sometimes the first time sleeping with someone is not always their best performance. Hmm. But it's a smart idea to at least get an idea how they work in bed. Interesting, right? Number two, you can check out their crib, right? I mean, you can check out their house. It's always easier to bring someone back to your place so you don't have to commute after doing the deed. But it's also kind of fun to see how other people live. If you're going to sleep with someone on the first date and go back to their place, you're really checking out a lot of things off the do I like this person list. Are they messy or clean? Do they have food taste in books? Let me read that again. Do they have good taste in books and furniture, snacks? Bonus points if their house is way nicer than yours and have good products in their shower. You found yourself a keeper, or at least a place you won't hate visiting sometimes. Number three, you really get to know someone. First dates can be awkward. When you finally leave the bar and start to get physical, you can finally relax. Obviously, you're both letting your guard down. So you get a glimpse into what the person is like all the time and not just their weird first date self. Number four, there's no quote unquote game. Once you sleep with someone, you have surpassed that weird first date zone. You have bonded, so to speak, at least to the level that you're comfortable seeing each other naked. Which, hey, it isn't nothing. From there, the subsequent text and hangout sessions are just a lot easier. After you've gotten down and dirty together, there's less of a sense that you have to beat around the bush if you want to see them again. And if you had fun but aren't really looking for anything serious, you might even just found a new sex buddy. It's a really win-win for everybody. And number five is okay, well, sometimes it's a loss. Not every time it's a win, right? So you have to admit that. Sometimes you lose. But it's a game of life, right? You win some and you lose some. So it's a good thing. Although people should just be more upfront about things after sleeping together, there are still people out there in the world who will ghost or make you wait too long for a text response back and make you doubt yourself. Those people are the worst. But at least now you know they aren't the one and you didn't waste too much of your precious time. Number six, it's good for your health. Did I say what five was the final one? Seven, right? Yeah, seven. So, yeah, number six. It's good for your health. Having sex is good for you. Please feel no shame about having sex on a first date and satisfying your needs. As long as you're safe about it, there's absolutely no harm. No matter how it works out in the long run, if it's what you want to do, which frankly is the only part of this that ultimately matters, having sex with someone right away is definitely a good idea. All right, so I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Having sex on the first date is actually a good idea. Huh? What do you think? What's your opinion? Let me know what you think about it. Having sex on the first date. Do you believe it's a good idea? Do you agree with anything that I just said? Send me a message, let me know. It's now 8:56. Coming up at 9 o'clock, I'm going to give you a repeat broadcast of the news from Monday, keeping you in the know. Stand by.
savior when I fall. And you may not think I care for you when you know down inside that I really do. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn. 'Cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 Come to me on a summer breeze, keep me warm in your love and your softly rain. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love?
And American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase. And we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
Keeping you in the know, brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. Our telephone number is 914-600-4228, 914-600-4228. This is Linkage Radio, 104.5, 101.7 FM. Keeping you in the know is broadcast Mondays from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Chris Whilby, you have the first introduction for the headline of the afternoon.
Good afternoon once again to you, Lady D. Good afternoon to all the listeners on their various platforms. We start off this evening with news coming out of CNN. And the headline says, Virginia Beach officer who shot a man to death did not activate his body cam, police said. The police officer who shot a man to death while responding to multiple shooting incidents in Virginia Beach, Virginia, late Friday night, did not have his body camera turned on. The officer was wearing a body cam, but for unknown reasons, at this point in time, it was not activated. Virginia Beach Police Chief Paul Nottegate said at a news conference Saturday night. Virginia State Police have not released the identity of the officer who fired the shot that killed Donovan Lynch, a 25-year-old black man. I do not have the answers that the community is looking for in regards to this death right now, Nottegate said. He added that they have not yet interviewed the officer involved in the shooting and don't know why the body-worn camera was not turned on. Lynch was killed in the 300 block at 20th Street, a block away from where 28-year-old Deshalia Harris died in a separate shooting, according to police. The chief pushed back on reports that Lynch was unarmed, saying, "What I can tell you is that there was a firearm recovered in the vicinity of where this incident occurred." The officer involved in the man's fatal shooting is being placed on administrative assignment during an investigation, which is standard procedure, according to police. The Commonwealth attorney in Virginia Beach told CNN they will conduct their own independent, simultaneous investigation into Friday's officer-involved shooting. Macy Allen, public information officer with the Office of the Commonwealth Attorney in the city of Virginia Beach, told CNN in an email that in an officer-involved shooting in Virginia Beach, the Commonwealth Attorney's Office conducts an independent, simultaneous investigation using one of our office's investigators. She said the police department conducts their own investigation and provides us with their findings. We then review both investigations and determine whether or not charges are appropriate. The unnamed officer will be interviewed by the Commonwealth Attorney's Office, Allen said. Northgate said that there were no immediate plans to ask the Virginia State Police to conduct an independent investigation. A total of 10 people were injured by gunfire, including the 2 who died in 3 separate shootings on Friday in Virginia Beach, police said. 3 people have been arrested in connection with the first shooting that is unrelated to the 2 separate shootings that killed Lynch and Harris, police said. The shooting appears to have resulted from a fight among a group of people on Atlantic Avenue, police said in a press release Saturday afternoon. We now know that what started out as a physical fight, an argument into a physical fight, that at some point escalated into gunfire, Northgate said. 3 men ages 20, 22, and 18 were arrested and each charged with 7 counts of felonious assault, use of a firearm in commission of a felony, and reckless handling of a firearm in connection with the incident, according to police. No one died at the scene of the first shooting on Atlantic Avenue, police said. As officers responded to the Atlantic Avenue incident, police heard more gunshots nearby and found Harris shot. She died at the scene, police said. Northgate said police believe Harris was an innocent victim, probably struck by stray gunfire, unrelated to the officer-involved shooting.
Former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin knelt on George Floyd for 9 minutes and 29 seconds, prosecutors said Monday, correcting the 8 minutes and 46 timing that has become a symbol of police brutality. In opening statements of Chauvin's criminal trial, prosecuting attorney Jerry Blackwell repeatedly emphasized the new 9 minutes and 29 timing, telling jurors they were the 3 most important numbers in this case. He broke down the timing of Chauvin's kneeling into 3 seconds, 4 minutes, and 45 seconds as Floyd cried out for help, 53 seconds as Floyd failed due to seizures, and 3 minutes and 51 seconds as Floyd was non-responsive. Chauvin's defense similarly accepted the new timing as accurate to support its own arguments. The evidence is far greater than 9 minutes and 29 seconds. Attorney Eric Nicholson said in his opening, noting the many interviews and documents that he said would prove Chauvin is not guilty. The 43-second difference between 8:46 and 9:29 has little impact on the case itself, but the 8:46 number had taken on a power of its own since Floyd died under Chauvin's knee on 25 May 2020. Prosecutors, including Democratic members of Congress, have held moments of silence for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. Kneeling and Dying's comedian Dave Chappelle released a stand-up special about police violence and anti-black racism titled simply 846. The number even have its own Wikipedia page. And just minutes before the trial began on Monday, members of Floyd's family and allies, including Rev. Al Sharpton and attorney Benjamin Crump, went down on one knee for 8:46 to commemorate his death. The Hennepin County Attorney's Office has now corrected that timing several times. The 8:46 timing initially was included in a criminal complaint against Chauvin. That number was based on bystander video of Floyd's death that went viral and led to public outrage. The video, which is over 10 minutes long in all, begins with Chauvin already on Floyd's neck, so it was not immediately clear how long he had been on Floyd prior to the video start. In June, weeks after the initial complaint, the Hennepin County Attorney's Office told CNN that Chauvin actually had his knee on Floyd for 7 minutes and 46 seconds. Quote, these kinds of technical matters can be handled in future amendments to the criminal complaint if other reasons make it necessary to amend the complaint between now and any trials, unquote. The county said in a statement, adding the error, quote, made no difference, unquote, in the decision to charge the former officer. Evidence from the officer's body cameras released in later months led to the timing of over 9 minutes.
2 teenage girls have been charged in the carjacking death of an Uber Eats driver this week in Washington, D.C., police said. Mohammed Anwar, 66, of Springfield, Virginia, was killed Tuesday afternoon near National Park, the Metropolitan Police Department said in a statement. Anwar was working as an Uber Eats driver, says a GoFundMe page set up by his family. We are devastated by the tragic news, and our hearts go out to Mohammed's family during this difficult time, an Uber spokesperson said, according to affiliated WTOP. We're grateful the suspects have been arrested and thank the Metropolitan Police Department for their diligence with this investigation. The girls, 13 and 15, assaulted Anwar with a taser while carjacking him, which led to an accident in which he was fatally injured, police said. The girls were charged with felony murder and armed carjacking, police said. The younger girl is from the southeast section of D.C., the older from Fort Washington, Maryland, police said. Anwar emigrated from Pakistan in 2014, his family said on the GoFundMe page. He was a beloved husband, father, grandfather, uncle, and friend who always provided a smile when you needed one. He leaves behind a family, near and far, who cherish, love, and miss him dearly, the family said.
And out of Kingston, Jamaica, Minister of National Security Dr. Horace Chang has condemned the murder of 20-year-old Kenise Jackson, calling it vicious and a tragedy. Jackson's body was discovered on Wednesday on Dyke Road in St. Catherine in a state of partial decomposition after she went missing. The police have taken a 50-year-old mechanic into custody in connection with Jackson's death. Chang said that all murders require strong condemnation, however, said it was particularly disturbing when a young woman is preyed upon and killed. The minister said it was encouraging that a person of interest has been taken into custody. According to Chang, he has instructed the police to leave no stone unturned in bridging Kenise's killer to justice. He also urged anyone who may have information on Kenise's murder to contact the nearest police station. Quote, recovering the soul of our nation requires that a strong message is sent to those who prey on our citizens, including women and children, that they will be met with the full force of the law and will be brought to justice, unquote, Chang said. The government will not be deterred by naysayers who attempt to impose stumbling blocks in the way of proven, credible, and strong measures intended to reduce murders in the island, unquote, he added.
Kim Janey, a former education advocate turned city councilor, raised in Roxbury, who endured Boston's busing era as a child and was a single mother, was sworn in Wednesday as the city's first black and woman mayor. The historic ascension arrived on the heels of former Mayor Marty Walsh's resignation to become the U.S. Secretary of Labor and placed Janey, the district's 7th city councilor, as acting mayor, the 55th chief executive in nearly 200 years to hold the office, previously only held by white men. Today is a new day, Janey said shortly after taking the oath of office. I stand before you as the first woman and the first black mayor of Boston, the city that I love. I come to this day with life experience that is different from the men who came before me. Wednesday's ceremony, in ways both direct and subtle, paid homage to Janey entering the ranks of trailblazers and the future with this milestone now reached that lies ahead. Chief Justice Kimberly Budd, the first black woman to lead the state Supreme Judicial Court, administered the oath of office to Janey, who stood beside her 6-year-old granddaughter, Rosie. In the audience sat 4 generations of Janey's family, including her mother, Phyllis, Under Janie's hand was the family Bible, once owned by her maternal grandfather, a Baptist preacher. This is a proud day for the city of Boston and all Bostonians. Representative Ayanna Presley, the first black woman to represent the state in the U.S. House of Representatives, and Bostonians on the city council, said while introducing Janie. But I know this has a special meaning for those who dare to dream a different future for our city across the generations. Today, that seemingly improbable dream is a reality. Inheriting a city facing the throes of the COVID-19 pandemic and long-standing racial and economic disparities, Janie, 55, vowed to deliver bold, courageous leadership, beginning with unrelenting focus on the once-in-a-century health crisis. She pledged to work to make more testing and vaccines available, particularly in the communities hardest hit by the virus.
For almost 10 years, Patrick Duncan lived in a rat-infested rusty shell of a motor car on 8th Street in the section of Arnott Gardens that residents call Mexico. For all that time, people living in the gritty community were not happy with the conditions under which Duncan, a deaf-mute, lived. But their own economic circumstances did not allow them to give the 59-year-old the kind of help he desperately needed. Eventually, Duncan's plight was brought to the attention of philanthropist Sean Prendergast, founder and president of the United States-based Rudolph Prendergast Foundation, who immediately pledged financial support to build a house with bathroom and other amenities for Duncan. Prendergast then discussed the project with fellow benefactor Claude Big Stone Sinclair and the collaboration inspired Stream of Hope Foundation, which is also based in the United States, to join the effort along with Powerhouse record label in Arnott Gardens. Quote, I saw the Patrick Duncan story after it was brought to my attention by Sean Prendergast, who was touched, unquote, Sinclair told the Jamaica Observer. He said the Rudolph Prendergast Foundation was instrumental in buying Duncan $15,000 worth of groceries, and Supreme Ventures came on board and gave him close to $70,000 worth of food. According to Sinclair, he and his colleagues could not ignore the opportunity to help Duncan, especially given the dilapidated conditions in which he was living. Last week, when the Observer went to the building site, Duncan was smiling in sharp contrast to the frown that normally distinguished his face as he walked about the community. And with his new board house near completion, plus the assistance he now receives, the running joke among the residents in that a number of women in the community are eyeing him as a potential spouse. Duncan's friend Errol George Saunders was happy for him. Quote, he was living in the car, so I feel good for what I see happening. I feel very, very good, and I know Patrick feels good too, even though it not done yet. Me respect and love unu. I never know this would move so fast. I thought it would take another 2 years. I respect all who came on board, unquote, he said.
And I finish, Lady DU, with a very interesting article here from the Jamaica Gleaner. Senate President Tom Tavares Finson has apologized for dropping an F-bomb in the upper house of parliament during a bad-tempered row with opposition Senator Lambert Brown. Brown, who was debating a bill to amend the Disaster Risk Management Act, the DRMA, on Friday, sought to establish his independence as a lawmaker, indicating that he was not obligated to follow a position taken by the opposition leader. He said, it is well known, Mr. President, that we in the Senate on this side have independence. We didn't sign any undated letters. We are not like you who signed undated letters, Brown charged. He was hinting at a 2015 court ruling that doomed as unconstitutional then opposition leader Andrew Holness bid to remove government senators Arthur Williams and Dr. Christopher Tufton in 2013 with pre-signed undated letters. Brown's remarks came against the background of a comment by leader of Government Business, Camilla Johnson Smith, that opposition leader Mark Golding had informed Prime Minister Andrew Holness that he did not have to establish a joint select committee to examine the DRMA. Brown insisted that a joint select committee was crucial based on the wide powers being given to the Prime Minister to make orders that attract criminal sanctions under the amended law. However, Tavares Finster intervened, reminding Brown of Johnson Smith's remarks. He said, "You don't hear what the leader said, that the leader of the opposition rejected the invitation for a joint select committee," Tavares Finster questioned. The sitting then took a turn that eventually led to scathing remarks being exchanged between Brown and Tavares Finster. "Let I tell you something, Senator Brown. Don't draw my tongue in here today," Tavares Finster warned. Brown retorted, "I don't draw men tongue." The Senate President added, "Everybody know how una reach over there, so don't try that with me in here." And when I use that phrase, I am quoting a well-known Jamaican Prime Minister. "Don't draw my tongue in here today." And he went on to use the F-bomb, finishing feisty. Later, during the sitting, Tavares Finster said he was sorry for making the remark.
This has been keeping you in the know with news happenings and facts with headlines as we present them today to you. Ladies and gentlemen, we certainly have had a
All those times you stood by me for all the truth that you made me see, for all the joy you brought to my life, for all the wrong that you made right, for every dream you made come true, for all the love I found in you. I'll be forever thankful, baby. You're the one who had
Of the news keeping you in the know from Monday evening rebroadcast of Keeping You in the Know with Chris Whilby and Lady D, Denise Gomez.
you were my
All right, so back to the music. 21 minutes after 9 o'clock.
eyes when I couldn't see. You saw the best there was in me, lifted me up when I couldn't reach. You gave me faith 'cause you believe I'm everything because you.
Don't forget to make it a date. I do that all the time. Don't worry about me. I talk into the mic when it's not turned on, so
You gave me wings.
don't be alarmed if you see me talking into the mic and nothing is coming out. It's a regular habit.
I learned
But anyway, I just want to remind you that Lady D, Denise Gomez, and I, we are on Linkage Radio. We're on Caribbean Vibes Radio every Monday evening from 6 o'clock until 7 o'clock, giving you the news, happenings, and facts. So make sure that you make it a date and check us out, right?
for each day.
Check out the YouTube channel, Lady D, Inside the Zone, and subscribe, all right?
But I know this much is true.
Once again, I want to say good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're tuning in from. All my YouTubers, I want to say good evening. How they do to you. Thank you for logging on. Thank you. Don't forget to share the link, all right? Please, I'm asking you to share the link. It don't cost nothing. And if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.
Wasn't me, lifted me up when I couldn't reach. You gave me faith 'cause you believed I'm everything I am because you love me. Oh, you were always there.
I think I trick your Grace. I trick you. Yes, man. Of course, I am live. Me live. I live and in the flesh.
You've been my
Good evening. Thank you for tuning in. Right?
as you were true. My world is some better place because of you. You were my strength when I was weak. You were my strength when I couldn't speak. You saw
walk like they used to before. And I can't sweep you off of your feet.
Yo, Vibes Master, not do it. Not do it. No music, no so sweet. Play it one more time. Prodigal Son.
When your legs don't work like they used to before. And I can't sweep you off of your feet. Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? Darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. And baby, my heart could still fall as hard at 23.
On Caribbean Vibes Radio. He's not just the vibes master, he's the smooth operator.
Fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe just the touch of a hand. Well, me, I fall in love with you every single day. And I just wanna
Pull it up, selector. Pull it up, selector.
when your legs don't work like they used to before. And I can't sweep you off of your feet. Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? Darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. And baby, my heart could still fall as hard at 23. And I'm thinking about how fall in love in mysterious. Maybe just the touch of a hand. Well, me, I fall in love with you every single day. And I just wanna tell you I am. So honey, now take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your head on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud. Maybe we found love right where we are. When my hair's all but gone and my memory fades, and the crowds don't remember my name. When my hands don't play
I tell you.
same way, I know you will still love me the same. Cause honey, you're
Oh, I tell ya.
who could never. Oh, it's evergreen.
Somebody said tune. Somebody said tune.
Baby, you're
Somebody said tune.
forever in my mind and memory.
Give you a massive Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. Don't forget that we're live 24/7 on our website.
Mysterious ways.
We have all kinds of things going on.
It's all part of.
Starting off every morning at 6 o'clock.
I'll just keep on making the same mistake.
Logging on to
Hoping that
Unity Gospel Radio with some divine worship in the morning, starting off your day. So make sure that you check us out every morning at 6 o'clock.
me into your love.
Unity Gospel Radio kick in at 6 a.m. every day,
Kiss me under the light of 1,000
every weekday morning. It's a beautiful way to start your day.
hearts.
Unity Gospel Radio,
Thinking out loud. Maybe
Word of God.
found love right where we are.
right throughout the day. Many, many, many different things happening right here on Caribbean Vibes Radio. So make sure that you check out the website. Make sure that you listen in. And make sure that you circle the calendar. Because every Thursday, from 8 o'clock until 10 o'clock, Chris Whilby is here. Soul music. Take your breath away.
Oh, darling, place your head on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud that maybe we found love right where we are. Or maybe we found love right where we are. And we found love right where we somebody who makes you change your ways, like hanging with your crew. Said you act like you're ready, but you don't really know. And everything in your past, you wanna let it go. I've been there, done it on the ground. After all that, this is what I found. Nobody wants to be alone. If you're touched by the words in the song, then maybe you got it bad. When you're on the phone, hang up and you call right back. Oh, you got it bad. If you miss a day without your friend, your whole life's off track. Oh, you got it bad when you're stuck in the house, you don't wanna have fun. That's all you think about. You got it bad when you're out with someone, but you keep on thinking about somebody else. When you say that you love them, and you really know everything that used to matter don't matter no more. Like my money, all my cars, you can have it all. And flowers, cards, and candy, do it just cause. Said I'm fortunate to have you, girl. I want you to know I really adore you. All my people know what's going on. Look at your mate, help me sing my song. Tell her I'm your man, you're my girl. I'm gonna tell it to the whole wide world. Ladies say I'm your girl, you're my man. Promise to love you the best I can. See, I've been there, done it up around. After all that, this is what I found. Every one of y'all are just like me. It's too bad that you can't see that you got it bad. You got it bad. You're on the phone, hang up, and you call right back. You got it bad. When you miss a day without your friend, your whole life's off track. Oh, you got it bad when you're stuck in the house. You stuck have fun. That's all you think about. Look at yourself. You got it bad when you're out with someone, but you keep on thinking about somebody else. Got it bad. We're not different, your whole life's off track. Know you got it bad when you're stuck in the house. You don't wanna have fun. It's all you think about. You got it bad when you're out with someone.
Can't fight this feeling any longer, and yet I'm still afraid to let it flow. What started?
Yo, Vibes Master. Not with. Officer Sweet. Play it one more time.
You are
Prodigal
listening
Son.
to Chris Whilby on Caribbean Vibes Radio. He's not just the vibes master, he's the smooth operator. It's a smooth groove.
Can't fight this feeling any longer, and yet I'm still afraid to let it flow. What started out as friendship has grown stronger. I only wish I had the strength to let it show. I tell myself that I can't hold out forever.
So we have a crisis, I have to say, going on in Jamaica right now. People are getting killed left, right, and center. We have a lot of young girls getting killed. And as I said before, I am hoping that this is a teachable moment where this girl, Shanika, that's her name, the young girl that was killed recently, or Kanika. She was killed by someone she knew. And it has sparked all kinds of discussions and debates. I was always of the view that we need to have legislation in Jamaica. We need to have some serious laws on the books as a deterrent, so that a lot of these guys, when they're going to be thinking of committing crime, they will think about the punishment, because the punishment ought to fit the crime. And I was always of the view that some of these sentences are very lenient, too lenient. So this crime that recently occurred has caused a lot of people to be talking, and rightfully so. And so I'm going to play for you a clip of a member of Parliament, a member of the House of Representatives, making an impassioned plea. Her name is Carinthia Morrison. I need to bring that up for you in just a moment. Her name is Carinthia Morrison. I'm gonna play that for you in just a moment. But the discussion is ongoing.
So secure when we're together. You give my life direction. You make everything so clear. And even as I wander, I'm keeping you in sight. You're a candle in the window on a cold, dark winter's night. And I'm getting closer than I ever thought.
This is Carinthia Morrison, a member of the House of Representatives, making an impassioned plea in Parliament.
More than impassioned speeches from us in this. I'm of the view that the public wants to hear more than impassioned speeches from us in this house today. The public has heard over time regarding horrific incidents, how much we have been shaken to the core, how heartfelt it has been, how hurt we are, how much we have empathized with the family. Today, the Jamaican public is saying to us, do something. Do something more. Even if there is a reduction in the sentence of pleading guilty, the amount given must be reflective of the nature and severity of the offense, Madam Speaker. The law needs to serve as a deterrent. It cannot be that you murder someone, you kill someone, and it's an automatic 50% off the sentence because of a guilty plea. But what the Jamaican people, what our people are calling for, and they are within their right, they are calling for the protection of women, of girls, right across. What the Jamaican people are saying, we need justice. The Jamaicans, they are looking forward to us, government and opposition, to pass good legislation, strong legislation. This is about the victim. This is about the victim's family. This is about Jamaica.
That was Karinchia Morrison, Member of Parliament. She said we don't want just impassioned speeches, but that was an impassioned speech, and I hope it follows with some legislation. 9:41, 19 minutes going up to 10 o'clock right here on the Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. I want to say once again thank you all for keeping me company since I got on air at 8 o'clock. We do this every Thursday, so make sure that you mark your calendar for it, right? Yeah, I tell you, there's just so much. I must tell you that, I came on air tonight and my heart is really, really heavy. Based on a lot of things that's happening. A lot of things that's happening. Within Jamaica, around the globe, right here in the United States of America, I've been watching the George Floyd trial. I keep saying the George Floyd trial. It's not the George Floyd trial. But true, everybody know George Floyd. It's a Derek Chauvin trial because George Floyd isn't on trial. So it's a Derek Chauvin trial, and I've been watching it, and it is just a very, very emotional thing to watch. And I'm just going to say this right here without any fear of any repercussion, because I really don't care, because what I'm going to say is just the truth. Anybody want to come after me, they can come. A lot of white people really don't have no heart, They are so racist that they can't even, and if you notice, I said a lot. I didn't say every. So anybody want to come at me, they can come. A lot, because it's a fact and it's a truth. A lot of white people, they do not have a heart. Now, when you look at the George Floyd tape, I don't care what this guy had in his system. A lot of them, it's like they're rejoicing that the guy died under the man's weight, the men's weight, because all three of them killed him. It's not just Derek Chauvin that killed him, it's all three of them who killed this man. I would like to find out from anybody, how would you like to be handcuffed? I mean, it is a brutal way for anybody to go. How would you like to be handcuffed? Whether you are, I know a lot of white people who are drug addicts, and I would not wish that on them. And when you see the comments that some of these people are making, it is sickening, it is disgusting. This guy was not harming anybody. He wasn't harming anybody. And for some people to believe that it was a good thing, or the police had the right to kill him the way they did, it is nothing more than sickening and disgusting. And I saw some of the remarks, and I'm a grown man. And let me tell you something, I felt like I wanted to cry. Because I don't understand, where is the humanity? Where is the humanity? This was somebody's child, somebody's brother, somebody's father, somebody's uncle. And people in this world believe that he had it coming to him. My God. And it makes you want to hate people. I tell you, the feeling that you get is like you just want to hate some people. It takes everything in you to not want to hate. Because when you see people making comments like, oh, he shouldn't have been taking drugs, oh, he shouldn't have been resisting. No, this guy was handcuffed. He was handcuffed. So it means that there is nowhere that he was going. He was handcuffed and they had him subdued. Why do you believe that you needed to have your knee on his neck for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes and change? Why do you believe that it is okay? I tell you. So that's what's going on. And I've been watching it, and let me tell you, I just wasn't, this week has been a rough week for me. I can tell you that. Very, very rough week for me. With a young lady in Jamaica getting murdered, and they found her body and all of that, and George Floyd case going on, and the COVID nonsense, people still talking about God tell them to come and tell people. Don't come and tell me nothing. I don't want a message from you. Me and God no malice. I don't want nobody come tell me say God tell them nothing for tell me. Not tell me nothing. God for tell you all nonsense. And you have a lot of people believing them. You prophesy. So what is it? You prophesy one set of things and it doesn't come through. And then you come back and you prophesy one set of things and it comes through. And you just feel like you need to just continue. So it's a guess and spell. So God writes sometimes, but him not write the other. I tell you, anyway. It's 9:49 and Once again, I want to say thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. But, you know, it's just one of those days where, boy, it's hard. You know? It's just hard.
Feels so good. You lying here next to me. I hope I got my rose. You have no idea how it feels. My hands just won't keep still. I love you, baby. Just wanna hold you. Run my fingers through your hair. Way up, out of sight. Right there. You like it right there? Closer. Come here, closer, closer. Oh, baby. Feel it up. Ain't no use. I can't help myself if I wanted to. I'm hung up, no doubt. I'm so in love with you. For me, there's no way up. Come deeper and deeper. In love with you, I'm falling. Sweeter and sweeter. Your tender words of love keep calling. Eager and eager, yeah, to feel it up on my face. Pleaser and pleaser. Anytime or any place. I know yes, I didn't want you. I'm gonna need you, need you, need you. Every day, yeah. I'm gonna want you, want you, want you. And every way. Stick around. Hold back. No way. This time it looks like love is here to stay. As long as I shall live, I'll give you all I have and all I have to give. Pleaser and pleaser, anytime or any place. Eager, eager, to feel your sweet lips on my face. Deeper and deeper, in love with you I'm falling, yeah. Sweeter and sweeter, your tender words of love keep calling. I'm gonna love you, love you, love you, just a little more. I'm gonna need you, need you, need you, every day. I'm gonna want you, want you, want you, every way. Stop that, baby. Baby, I swear to God, you understand. I can't believe that I'm really
Legendary Barry White.
like sometimes when you're doing something that's
I'm gonna love you.
rude, it's hard to believe it's really there.
8:54. Man, oh man, look at the time. I can't believe it's 10 o'clock already. Almost. I tell you. This is Julio Iglesias and Diana Ross. Once again, I want to say good evening to you. Thank Thank you for keeping me company.
I never had this feeling before. I never wondered anyone more. And something in your eyes tells me you feel the way that
I feel like you do. If you would like to stay here all night, you know that I would say it's alright. Though I'm saying yes, I confess I've got more on my mind. 'Cause I want more of you than your time. All of your body and soul, every kind of love you can express, all the secret things you never told. I want everything, and I'll take nothing less. All of you as long as you live, everything you've never shared before. I want all of you that you can give, all your joys and all your sorrows. How I've longed to feel the warmth of your touch. And that if my life has been too much, I'd like to spend my life wandering through all the wonders of you. And when midnight grows in the dark, so close that beating street of your heart, I want you to reveal what you feel. You hold deep inside. There is nothing I want.
So anybody know who Matt Gates is? It's 3 minutes to 9 o'clock. Getting out of here shortly. To 10 o'clock rather. Getting out of here shortly. Anybody who know who Matt Gates is? Well, if you don't know, go and Google him. Matt Gates. His name is Gaetz. Matt. Gaetz. He's a former, matter of fact, he's a member of Parliament. Member of the House of Representatives here in the United States. Not member of Parliament. A member of the House of Representatives. And a very, very staunch Trump supporter. Conservative. Well, he's under investigation for sex trafficking and all kinds of things. So, I tell you, the Republican Party. It's a family values party. Lord have mercy, I tell you. Oh. This is where we take the curtains down, and ladies and gentlemen, once again, I want to say thank you, Lady D. Thank you for keeping my company. Grace, Sister Pat, and everybody else who tune in, all the silent listeners, I want to say thank you for being here with me this evening. I appreciate you. Without you, there is absolutely no me. This is Caribbean Vibes Radio, Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. Broadcasting from beautiful Cape Cod right here in Massachusetts. Just make it a date. I'll be back here next Thursday to do it all over again. On Monday evening, yes, keeping you in the know with Chris Whilby and Lady D. And on Sunday evening, of course, it's Divine Praise with yours truly. From 5 o'clock until 8 o'clock. So it's 3 hours of non-stop gospel, praise and worship. Sunday evening, I'll see you then. In the meantime, make sure that you continue to look out for the children, knowing that the children are the most vulnerable among us. Teach them the way of love. While you're doing that, make sure that you look out for your neighbors. Treat them the way you want them to treat you. And I guarantee you, if you treat your neighbors the way you want them to treat you, this world will be a magnificent place to live in. Take care. God bless. I'm out of here. What, Lord?
Angels around you, a circle of green. Angels.
Not waste, no music, no business sweet.
If I could write a story, it ended like I wanted to. I'd find me a genie, climb into his bottle, and let you rub me till your wish came true. I'll put angels around you to keep you from harm, to light up the darkness till you're safe in my arms. I'll put angels around you, a circle of green, angels to lead you, sacred to me. There is no simple answer. In life, it has its own way. But if I know you love me, I don't need a genie. And he can throw his bottle away. I'll put angels around you to keep you from harm, to light up the darkness till you're safe in my arms.
Caribbean Vibes Radio.
Not wait.
He's not
No
just
music,
the
no
vibes
business
master.
A circle of green,
He's a smooth
angels to lead you, sacred to me. I'll put angels around you to keep you from harm, to light up the darkness till you're safe in my arms. I'll put angels around you, a circle of green, angels to lead you, sacred to me. I'll put angels around you to keep you from harm, to light up the dark.
Broadcasting around the world on the World Wide Web. This is your number one internet radio station. Broadcasting.
Let's walk tonight. Can we talk tonight? Can we talk tonight? Can we walk tonight? Let's talk tonight. Every night's a party. Staying out till dawn. And you were crazy to be thinking I could never carry on. It's a separate situation.
Broadcasting around the world on the World Wide Web. This is your number one internet radio station.
Can we talk tonight? Can we talk tonight? Can we walk tonight? Let's talk tonight. Every night's a party, staying out till dawn. And you are crazy to be thinking I could never carry on. It's a separate situation to which rules simply do not apply. We were lost in our frustration.